Yes, sir, guys. Yes, sir. If we win, guys, we're gonna go to the top four. The place that we've been waiting for, the place that we want to go. At least for now, because we want to win the title eventually. But, guys, on Monday, we're gonna play Newcastle United in Stamford Bridge. And you know how Newcastle play. Their ugly style of football, parking the bus. I mean, you gotta do what you need to do, they gotta survive. And their manager is Steve Bruce, they're gonna play one of the most horrific type of football, like boring, defensive, low block. And, it's up to us to break them down. Tuchel got us, here, almost, getting to top four. Liverpool has been crumbling, recently. They lost 3-1 to Leicester, and Tottenham has been crumbling. They are kind of getting further away from the top four, and they lost 3-0 to Liverpool, and it's the perfect opportunity for us to get that top four right now and start, keep a distance, from the other teams that are chasing it. And Tuchel hopefully is gonna go, with an open-minded lineup. We're gonna go attacking. I think the shift from the 3-4-3, we gotta make it eventually. I think it's a good formation to get some results. Get some, clinical, like make our defense better, get some solidity going on. But eventually we have to switch to a back four, because that's the formation that, we have to change. And it's the formation that we need to break down, these low block teams, because, we need that extra man up top. Regarding the lineup, I think, I don't think maybe Thiago Silva, I don't think he's going to be, in the game. Maybe he's going to be making it in the Southampton game. Havertz is not available. So I'm going to go with Mendy again. Aspi back again with the lineup. Christensen and Antonio Rudiger. In the midfield, I think we're going to go with the Georgian Kovacic pivot again. I think Conte did not impress Tuchel enough, in my opinion. I think Conte, he's one of the only, he's the only one, in my opinion, the only world-class player in our team. But I think as of right now, he's just not there, he's not fully sharp. So I would just go with Georgie and Kovacic, because they've been working. On my right wing back, I'm going to go with Reece James, and I think he's been busting it every time he plays, and he's the real deal, man. He's like 20 or 21, and I think give this guy a couple of years, and man, oh man, this guy's going to be a baller. Left wing back, I think it's gonna be, I don't know. Emerson played, obviously, and Alonso played, but who knows? Maybe we're gonna see Chilwell, but most likely we're gonna see Marcos Alonso there. Left winger, I'm gonna go for Mason Mount. It's not really a winger. I think it's more like a two attacking, two number 10s, free roaming around the, around the box. And dropping deep. Our striker is gonna be Timo Werner and Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount behind them. I think Ziyech was okay. He's been kind of struggling with injuries, but I think overall he's been having an okay season. But I think his physicality, is kind of getting overall, it's a little bit hard for him to cope with the Premier League physicality. And I think as of right now, we just have to slowly bring him back to the starting lineup. Pulisic, again, he did not really impress against Barnsley. So I think the main front three should be Hudson-Odoi, Mason, and Werner. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a front three of Werner on the left, Tammy up top, and maybe Hudson-Odoi on the right, and maybe Mason drops deeper in the midfield, maybe replace one of Georgie or Kovacic. We don't know, or maybe if we like switch to a back four, which means we can have like another attacking player. But overall, I think this game could be a good game, for Tuchel to practice and implement some different new system. I think this 3-4-3, it's not outdated, but I think for the modern type of football, I think we need to play a back four. And our players, majority of them suit a back four. I think if we get like 2 or 3 more like a decent additions to our team, I think we can perfectly play the 4 at the back. I don't know which type of 4 at the back, maybe for 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-4. I mean 4-4-4 or 4-4-2. Imagine having like 2 extra players. That would be crazy. Imagine Burnley playing with 2 extra defenders. That would be crazy. But overall, yeah, this game, Steve Bruce, a lot of Newcastle fans have been complaining about their team. Callum Wilson is injured, so overall it's not going to be the most dangerous Newcastle team. Obviously they have Alan Saint-Maximin. I'm not sure if they have Miguel Almiron or Andy Carroll might be available. I just don't know. I think they have a lot of injured players. I think Fabian Schär got injured recently, so I think they're gonna play against us with a lot of injuries. And overall, I think this game, if you don't win, it's an embarrassment. Newcastle is not the team that they used to be, like in their old days, in the Alan Shearer days, and this is the team that we have to beat every time we face them, regardless of what form they're in. But again, hopefully this is gonna be the beginning of us getting into the top 4 and solidifying us into the Champions League spots, because realistically, if you don't get Champions League spots, we are screwed. The spots of the UCL are very important for us to secure the important players of the maybe adding them into our squad. Signings. Upamecano just joined Bayern, and I think right now we have to look for like center backs in other places. And if you're like a big team and if you're a dominant and you can provide the financial stability for these players and pay their wages, I think that you get attractive. You attract better players, and I think Bayern is an elite club. They have been getting consistent success, and that's what they get best of the best the players from Europe to their club, and we have to be aiming to be a club like that. And securing the UCL spots at least gets us some financial stability for a year, at least every year if you get the Champions League. You see the clubs like Arsenal and Tottenham, they've been struggling if they don't get Champions League, and it makes a huge difference for the clubs, especially in the financial, the TV revenue, and in a football sense, the best players want to play in Champions League. So yeah, I think this game is going to be a very good game, to get into the top 4 and starting, to maybe even push for the top 3 or top 2. We don't know. But again, the top 3 is the main the 3 points is the main important part. And yeah, guys, I think that was it. Make sure to drop your prediction down below and like the video, share it with your friends, other Chelsea fans. Let's get our community growing, and see you later for the next video. Bye bye.